the crack of dawn. I'm so excited that you're here. You know, it's 2023 and Easter is coming. Is Easter this Sunday?
It is.
It really is. So tonight we are making Easter eggs. What a great thing to do with art. We're going to have so much fun. We have Brooklyn Purbeck.
Hi.
And she lives in Farmington with her mother, Christina. She's been on the show before. She's a former bodybuilder, great chef, owns Christina's Culinary Creations. And she's a dental hygienist, which is great because she helps me out with mine and everything. So we're here tonight and we're going to do a really upscale way of making Easter eggs. We're going to have a lot of fun. And Christina's really good at it. And Brooklyn's going to put together an Easter basket on the way to it. So we're going to talk a little bit about the religion with Easter. I know a lot of people celebrate different things, but we all do Easter. We do Easter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I always say, like, I didn't go to church a lot. I don't know a lot about the Bible, not a lot about Easter, but it doesn't mean I don't celebrate and I don't, enjoy the love of God and Jesus. So we're just going to talk a little bit about it. I might ask some odd questions, and some of you might say, I can't believe she doesn't know that. But, it is what it is. So we boiled up some water, right?
Yep.
And then we added vinegar because somebody said that the food coloring sticks to the eggs if you add a little bit of vinegar. So we've got the eggs here, many coffee cups. If you're making Easter eggs at home, hopefully the guys, thank you to Nate Dion and Chris Bennett for being here tonight, filming us. Rich Conestrando, I can't say his name, it's so Italian. Rich isn't here tonight. Usually he's our camera guy and our director, but thanks so much, guys. But we're just going to make Easter eggs and have fun. So we did how many cups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 cups of coffee cups filled with water, boiling, with a little bit of vinegar. And we have, you won't believe it now, but they have purple. Can you believe this? I mean, when we were kids, they had, what colors were the food coloring? There was red, blue, green,
only like 4,
yellow.
right?
4.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Now we have purple, pink, orange, yellow. So we have all the secondary colors and the primary colors. So if you don't know those, primary colors are blue, red, and yellow. And then if secondary colors are purple, green, and orange. Okay? Red and yellow make orange, and so on. So we're going to make Easter eggs and have fun. And we're going to talk a little bit about the holiday because I don't know much. Now, were your parents really religious?
Very strict Catholics. I come from a Polish family. I'm a true Stepensky through
Would you say most Polish people are Catholic?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's like the heritage, it's our roots.
Is Dave, your husband, Polish?
Yes, and he grew up Roman Catholic like I did.
Okay, so both religious. Okay, that's nice to know. I'm doing an egg now. Oh, perfect. So these guys, see what I mean? See, I think my daughter, you guys, wants to go. I'm talking to the guys behind the camera. I think she wants to go into film instead of being the center of attention, which would be the actress, which is fun. I wanted to do it. Anyway, doesn't mean I'm that, but kind of liked it. So anyway, you boil these, and now you dry it off. And to be very careful when you dip it into the water. So I'm going to dip this one into, Brooke, you do the colors. She's going to do the colors. I'm going to put it right here so you can see. I can see the camera now. See it, Brooke? So when you're putting in the colors, and you can see, she's going to drop it in like a tie-dye. We're not mixing it with a spoon. And I told her, if you mix yellow and purple, those are complementary colors. They're going to turn brown. Red and green are going to turn brown. And blue and orange are going to turn brown. So if you want a brown egg, you go to Christina's farm.
Yes.
How many chickens do you have, Brooke?
We have 6.
6? And they're all named after flowers, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are their names? All right, so
The white ones are...
Those are the ones with the big feet, right?
Yeah, the white ones are Petunia, Rosie, and Tulip. And then the black ones are Lily, Daisy, and Iris.
Really?
Yeah.
And
They
no
lay
hawk?
an egg every day. Well, just 2 weeks ago, we had a hawk swoop down to get Rosie because we let him free range.
Oh, yeah.
They're
They let 'em
happy.
free range,
It's been warm, and they've been laying eggs
So we
all.
put one in this one.
Yeah.
We'll take them out as we're talking. I mean, so the hawk flies down, and they're out of the cage.
He was too young. He was
Let's
a
do
Cooper's
another
hawk,
one.
so he actually had Rosie in his clutches.
This is
She was
orange.
too
Let's keep it
heavy
orange.
because she weighs too much. So you let her go, and there were thousands of
Oh, he
feathers
really
everywhere.
picked her up?
Yeah.
He did?
And then she ran into the chicken coop, and I went running out. I saw the whole thing. And then we can't leave them unsupervised, but she was like inside her chicken coop, like breathing heavy, panting.
Just remember, this is brown. Red and green will make brown.
So
Okay.
she was scared. So the
Yep.
other 6 hid in the bushes. Well, she's
Yep.
always out of the flock. She's always doing her own thing, Rosie.
Yep.
And the other ones are huddled together. So that was a close call. We
Well, it
lost
is.
the
And
chicken.
so, you know, so folks that are watching, Brooklyn and her mom and David, and she has Evan, there's their brother, your brother, right?
Yeah.
And then how old is Rachel, your sister?
She's 15.
15? Yeah, so 15. So they live at the Hillstead Museum. So if you're just tuning in, you know, thanks for tuning in. Don't turn the channel. There's so many channels to pick, aren't there?
There is.
I mean, if I don't go home and watch the UConn game, I would be a complete idiot, I guess, because, you know, we got UConn playing the championship.
Yes.
Who were they playing? San Diego?
I
I
believe
think.
so.
I
Yeah,
know. I'm
yeah.
really bad with
Yeah.
the sports, and my dad has tickets and gambles on it. I mean, I know nothing. So when you're putting the egg in, just be very careful that you kind of creep it down with the spoon. And Nutmeg TV, if I dye your spoons, what's the favorite store? Ocean State Job Lot. So if I wreck their spoons, so we're going to go slow in that one, and then you do this one, but I'll do the colors in this one, and then while I'm doing this one, your mother can make one color. So just dye them all. And remember, the thing is with kids is this is fun because you can do this until they're older. Mm-hmm. You can do this forever with your kids. It doesn't matter if they're 30.
I'm 51. I still love to color.
Yeah.
eggs. Even if the kids aren't around.
And your birthday's June, am I right?
July.
It is July? Yeah. So you guys will go to they go to Vermont. They love it.
Yes.
Did you get the place that you wanted?
No, they're
No.
all booked up.
Really?
Now, plan B. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You went
So what was the place called? You loved it.
The Green Mountain
You can use
Inn
this
in
one too. The
Stowe,
Green
Vermont.
Mountain Inn. I know you guys loved that. How many
We
years
get-
did you go in a row?
Oh my God, 27
In a row.
In a row, and this is the first year
Gosh.
that they're all booked up. We usually get a townhouse.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna look at an egg.
So I put we brought
Oh,
the
it's like a
kids.
baby blue. Very pretty.
It is pretty.
Very
we took
pretty.
the kids on a cruise, right, back in 2019.
Like a Disney cruise or no?
just a regular cruise. First time ever. We went from New
Did
Jersey
you like the cruise?
to Bermuda.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
But you know what they all said?
Yeah.
We like Vermont better.
Oh, that's hilarious. Which one was more expensive, the cruise or the
The cruise.
the cruise more expensive? And was it like a Disney themed?
No, it wasn't a Disney cruise.
This is so fun, by the way. I'm so glad they're on.
I know.
I know. Isn't this a blast? Can you believe we're on TV? I love it. So thank you to Joni. She's our owner. Can you imagine owning a TV show?
Oh boy.
I don't know. So anyway, let's reach out to, oh, sorry, here, we're going to move over. So let's look at these. Okay, so it hasn't been in. Oh, hers is nice. Look at that.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye, yep, very good. Reminds me of my husband with his Grateful Dead. I mean, I'm going to go wild if I hear any more of that stuff. And I don't say it's crap or anything. You know, what do you like for music, Brooklyn? Do you like the Taylor Swift or the more Harry Styles?
I like both.
Both? Okay, so it's in, you know. But plus, they're extremely popular for her age group. My daughter is into the Billie Eilish, which is a little goth, little different, right?
Yeah.
Do you like the Billie or no?
Yeah, I love
You do? Okay, yeah, I love her too. You know what I like about Billie Eilish is if you look her up, folks that are watching that have phones, I think it's E113. Anyway, it's like Taylor Swift. You know, if I was 17 or 19 and I had $1 billion, I would be in trouble.
You'd be in trouble.
Wouldn't you? I don't think I could get it together. Oh, this is gorgeous. It made like
perfect.
an eagle eye. You won't even believe it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And we'll take pictures and we'll send them to Chris and Nate later, and then they can flash them maybe at the end of the episode. And we're going to do some bloopers, but the good thing about bloopers is, Christina, is like, I don't know if it has anything to do with religion, but do you notice that people that like go to church or worship something, they just have proper language and they don't swear as much? Am I right about that, or is that wrong?
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's called conviction. So like when you learn the
Conviction?
10 commandments and like you have like that fear of God inside of you, which
Yeah.
most people don't have
We're going to do
nowadays.
another one.
Yeah, it's called
We don't have green
conviction. Like whether you want to swear or not,
Yeah.
you know, in the Bible, the instruction book, the manual for life is the Bible. And that's
Oh, I
what,
went the wrong way. I was trying to say hi. I see when the cameras switch,
look at
Brooks?
this.
It's very exciting, but they're so good at it that they have one,
Look at
two.
this one. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We haven't even put the jewels on yet, so it's going to be fun.
It's got to dry.
So when we focus on the end, you know what we'll do, guys? Well, they'll tell us because I think it's really fun. No, this one's going to be green. This is so fun. So this is something you can do, like not for a lot of money. And you know what I used to do, Christina? You won't even believe it, Brooklyn. So when my kids were little, I was a stay-at-home mom, so we were poor because, first of all, Tony's not rich, and on my salary, we're not rich either. So either the decision was one of us stays home, and since we made the same amount of money, I stayed home. But anyway, once Easter came, I started doing Easter eggs more, and it wasn't a celebration of Easter. I just said, kids, let's decorate eggs. And we did Christmas eggs. We do St. Patrick eggs. We did Valentine's eggs.
That's a great idea. I never thought of that.
Well, actually, the economy blows it right now because eggs are how much? $10? But at the time when my kids were young, eggs were how much? $1.09 at Aldi? Back in the day when eggs were $1.09 at Aldi, right?
Yes.
And now they're very expensive. But, you know, when they go back down, little things like that you can do with your kids. And the next episode, I'm having Dan Ringgold, who is a Irish limerick musician, and he's going to come on. I know very little about him, and I'm going to keep it that way until he comes on. People always say, why don't you go and talk to him, Dawn, before you go on the show? And I'm like, no, we'll have nothing to talk about, right? So I kind of like just to tell people, meet me at Eastville 9, Eastville. So anybody out there that wants to come on the show, that's gorgeous. I mean, it's very tie-dye.
It looks like something from the galaxy.
Yes, it does. It's beautiful. You don't want to get the food coloring. Let's show the galaxy again. Here we go. I got it. Hold on. I'm trying to show you. So it's different. If we mix this together, you wouldn't get this tie-dye effect. But we're getting like a tie-dye effect. And don't forget, we have all of this Taylor Swift glam. This is all Walmart. It's just... You know, and like Christy, do you have any tattoos? You do?
One.
What is it of? A bird?
A hummingbird.
It is? I knew it was a bird.
It's on the side of my hip.
It is?
I was 20 years old when I got it.
It's very fancy. It's sort of like what we have here. So I wore these today, and the kids at school went wild. I put one on each side of my cheek. And, you know, I think Taylor Swift does this, doesn't she?
These are so pretty.
They're so pretty. So doesn't this look pretty, Brooke? I mean, not for every day, but if you were going to a Taylor Swift concert, I could do this, right?
It's better in person.
Yeah, you can do that.
Look at, if you were going to a Taylor Swift concert, you know, I don't know if they can get close up of me, but these are from Walmart, and we're sticking them on the eggs. But I just stuck 4 on my eye.
Makes it more glamorous.
I look very, you know, 4 years younger. So what we're going to do now, they're going to come out at 2 minutes because we don't like to be reminded that we're running out of time.
Let's real quick talk about the symbolism and why we celebrate Easter.
Okay, we're going to do a little Easter
quick.
now. Yep.
So Jesus Christ, you know, was born as a baby, never sinned, was persecuted, and
what day was
miracles.
He born? Christmas?
We don't know.
Okay.
They say Christmas, but if you go back to the theologists, they think it was more springtime. But they just said December 25th. Kind of like, when did he resurrect? Was it springtime? Like, no one knows.
Okay.
The Bible doesn't say this is the date,
this is
right?
Gorgeous.
So, so Jesus died and rose again, and that's what we celebrate Easter, is resurrection. So that's a miracle that
beautiful. Look at
God gave. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. So Christ died. He went to hell for 3 days, took the penalty for our sins, and then rose again. And that's what we celebrate, the resurrection of Jesus, who died for our sins. The Bible says, if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved. What are we saved from? Sin. Adam and Eve. That's where it all started. If you go back up from Genesis. And all throughout Revelation, Jesus will come back again to get us Christians who believe in him.
And when do people think it will happen? Is there?
We don't know.
We don't know.
It says that even Jesus doesn't know when God's going to say, enough, go get my people. But
and then how many religions celebrate exactly the same thing? So Catholics, Protestants, same?
Yeah,
they believe
much.
In the same. What about Episcopalians?
Same? Yeah, same thing.
What's another religion that celebrates the same? I need one of these. They taste like a cardboard box. It's called cauliflower snacking crackers. And if you're ever looking for a bathing suit or shoes, you go where? Ocean State Job Lot. and snacks.
Good.
But you know, I do like communion.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the ultimate sacrifice here.
Yeah.
Now, another thing I was wondering is like, I know a lot of kids get excited. Oh, the Easter Bunny, oh, Santa Claus, this and that and the other. I find that Easter somehow, especially with like Italians, and I don't know why, I guess because of the Vatican and everything, but I always find that like Easter, I don't know, there's none more important than the other, but Easter is like very, very, the mannerisms and the respect that comes out is very different because the gifts aren't there.
Right. There's no
there's
gifts.
no
It's
tree.
just about Jesus.
It's Easter. So I always get very excited for Easter, don't you?
I do. It's my favorite season. Besides, I had 17 Christmas trees up this year. So
She had 17 Christmas trees.
You're talking to the Christmas girl.
How are our eggs looking? Let's add some jewels. Okay, let's do it. Make sure.
Do we have any more?
I'm glad though. I respect that. So my dad was an altar boy, and he grew up Roman Catholic, I believe, and went to church every Sunday, like most kids did. And then when he raised my sister and I with my mom, they just didn't do it. And on Easter and Christmas, we went to church, and that was it, pretty much. And if I ever went to church again, it was either with a friend that I slept over, and they went the next day, and I had to go. But I'm not used to it. So now Brooke is going to put together, since we're probably going to wrap it up, we're going to add these jewels. You can get this all at Walmart. And believe it or not, I even got the food coloring at Walmart. And I was shocked that they had complementary colors and secondary colors. So let's go over it again. Red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. Obviously, someone made them, but you can't mix them. So those are the 3 colors that you start with. And then from there, the red and yellow make orange, and the red and blue make purple, and the blue and yellow make green. So then you have green, purple, and orange. And then if you cross them across the border, so think of sports teams or Christmas. Red and green is going to make brown. Purple and yellow will make brown. And then orange and blue, like the Cubs or whatever. You think about that stuff, and those will make brown. So when kids say at school, how do you make skin color? It's a great way to do coffee, skin color, that kind of thing. So that's fun. So this is so fun, Brooklyn. I'm so glad you came on. It's so fancy here. You wouldn't believe it if you ever want to come on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start sticking these jewels. I'll show you them again. So they're very fancy, and they kind of dazzle. And they were probably $3.29. And make sure the egg is dry. And I was thinking about using like nail glue before I thought about poisoning 3-year-olds. Just kidding. But it's true. You can't put that stuff on the thing. I mean, a 3-year-old could choke on these too, so please be careful. But, you think it's funny, but it's true. So these are just for adults, just PS. On the TikToks, just for professionals only,
Yes.
Yeah, but anyway, these are for putting out at a party. And then, of course, if you have kids that are old enough, you tell them to pick off the stuff. My kids at school, Brooklyn, have you ever used a glue stick?
Yeah.
Okay, so my kids, who are very bright, they just don't know, some of them, they think it's lipstick. Yes, because it's purple. Have you ever used a purple glue stick?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know who made up the purple glue stick. Not a good idea. Keep it clear like the old ones were. So now you get a kid like me who's ADHD and a little bit dyslexic. That would be me. And then you explain to them that this is glue. It's not lipstick. But I'm in another world and I'm not listening. And so when someone hands me the glue stick and it's purple, I put it on my lips. And you're not going to glue your lips together, but still. You're going to get kids like that, so you got to be very careful. So these look very pretty. We also have Easter grass bubble gum.
I've never seen that. It's like the Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. Let's do it, Brooke.
Easter version.
Okay, we're going to try it out.
We're going to try it and make our pretty basket.
What do you think? Okay, we're going to try out Easter grass bubble gum.
And this is edible Easter grass,
I don't know.
by the way.
Everything's edible these days. It's very scary.
Edible Easter grass. You got it at Walmart, you said, or Ocean State?
This is crazy.
Is it good?
I mean, I don't know.
Try some, Brooke.
It's disgusting.
Oh,
Oh, God.
it tastes like green apple.
No,
like
it
a Jolly
tastes like
Rancher.
a circus peanut. Remember those things? How are those even still for sale? Hold on a second. I'm going downstairs. Watch this. I used to do this at Subway. I loved it. Oh, you'd like some tuna grinder? Well, we're out of tuna. Let me go downstairs and get it. Watch. It looks real. And then you get the tuna. We would do this. I was 19 years old. And then you come back up. And then you can run if you're good at it. Yes. So anyway, yeah. So we're probably wrapping up. But yeah, Brooke, I always tell my kids, please don't work in a restaurant. I don't think it's a good idea for teenagers. Grocery store. Your son works at Highland Park Market.
He's a grocery
Great
guy.
place to work. I don't want my kid in the kitchen. I've been in kitchens. I've worked in restaurants. Don't like it. Not a good scene. Sorry to all the kitchen workers, but it's hard work. It's late hours. And then by the time you're done, it's the hour you're supposed to go to bed at, but you're a teenager. Because I've done it. So you're up.
Yep.
And usually up to no good. I've got a lime green Easter egg going. I love it, actually.
Different from the other ones. The other one's kind of blue and purple themes and pink.
Yep.
And we got a lime green.
So what's your plan for Easter? Who has the dinner? Do you go somewhere? Do you go to church that morning?
I'm going to go to church in the morning.
Do you go to the sunrise?
No.
No,
I used
okay.
to, but I go to
Me too.
a Valley Community
See, I told
Baptist
you my
Church
parents
down the
did one
road
thing.
and make a brunch.
So fun. Really? And the brunch is at the Hillstead?
No.
With just your family?
Well, just my family, yeah.
Yep. And then who comes? Not the mom, not your, no?
It's my day off
Oh, God.
because I do all the holidays, so I don't invite everyone.
Yep. No, it's nice.
It's just us when we go for a
Yep.
hike and
Yeah, I mean, how many acres is the Hillstead? 162?
152.
52, is it?
I
How many,
messed it
Brooke?
up.
You don't know? Now, Brooke, how do you like living at the Hillstead? Like, when your friends come over, do they think they're going to, like, a castle? Like, kind of?
Not really. They're just
What do
like,
they say? Like,
There's
when you
just, like-
pull up with the parents, what do the parents say when they're like, oh, my God, this is where you live? I mean, what do they
Yeah,
say?
they're
some
like,
of them would say like I would die to live here.
I know. Can you believe they live at the Hillstead? So when you're coming down, well, everybody knows, but if you don't know the Hillstead, so when I first moved here, you won't believe it. Jerry, if you're out there, I'm not making fun of you. Sorry, Jerry, but Jerry didn't know anything about art. Sorry, Jer. But anyway, I'm friends with Jerry, and I just moved here, and Jerry told me that all of the paintings at the Hillstead were fake. I'm telling you.
original Monets.
Yes. And I believed him. 2 minutes. I told him we don't need it. We'll do the bloopers.
Yeah.
So anyway, like a fool, I believed him. But I mean, I learned about that at Boston University.
Yeah.
That the tub, which is by Edgar Degas, is at the Hillstead, and lots of Degas are there, lots of Monets are there. I even read it in my book. But for some reason, I was dyslexic that day, or ADHD, and I'm not making fun of people because it's really true. They did not they didn't diagnose us. Remember?
Yeah.
They just didn't.
Nope.
And it's sad, but also, it's like my sister said, she does her kids' laundry, everything. She's like, he's not going to know what to do when he's 18. He's not even going to know how to do a load of laundry. But it's like with 3 kids, I have 2. And, I can't get your baseball stuff ready. And Evan's and hers, and you just can't. So you just, your kid's pretty independent.
They are
Yeah.
very, very.
So we're going to add a couple bedazzles. And Brooke put together the basket. Talk about the basket, Brooke. Tell everybody what these things are. Like say, okay, this is Pez. Okay.
What do we
All
have here?
from, yeah.
This is
What do I
a
have?
white chocolate duck.
White chocolate duck.
And then this is a mixture of things, right? Warheads, extreme sour, ooze, chewy, and cubes.
What do you
sour.
think's in it? Like a bunch
Sour.
of separate.
It's different. What's this one?
I'm adding some little jewels on these,
This is
Oh, here, I'll show you.
chocolate.
I put one right on the
Big.
top. But I mean, you can't see too much for the camera, guys. But if you looked up close, it literally looks like a diamond or, a fake diamond. Oops.
We got some golden egg.
And the thing is, like, for anybody getting married too, like, I love my diamond, but I don't wear it to work. If I'm too busy with the art, I'm doing projects, and so these look beautiful. Let's see if they can focus in. I wonder if I could walk up. Hold on, I'm going to do it.
It's so pretty.
I think we have enough time. Okay, just stick some on this while I'm getting ready.
Go ahead.
And then you guys, hopefully we don't have to edit, but I'm going to walk right up to the camera, and we're just going to stick these things on so you can see. Stick a whole pile of these on. It's going to look really pretty in the cart. Okay, hold on. We're going fast. Don't worry. And then that's all we need is one episode, I think, unless they want to do two. But I think we're good. Yeah, it's so fun. So we love Nutmeg TV. Anybody watching, if you ever see any like saved, public television, I mean, it's great. First of all, everybody, the kids come over. Do you get Netflix? Mm-hmm. You do? Okay. See, I told you I was the only one that doesn't. So when I have teenagers over the house, which doesn't happen anymore, but it did when they were younger. I'm sure the times are changing, huh, Christina?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know if people have sleepovers anymore. No, nobody does anything.
Not for the better.
But I'm going to walk up to the camera. Hopefully, you guys will stay with me for a second.
Here.
You want to do it? You do it.
Here.
You're prettier than I am.
No,
You get up to the camera. Yeah. Or should we have?
Here.
Yeah, go right up to the camera and just show him until you can see. Keep looking in the mirror or in the thing. And then Christina, look here. Look there while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm. This is like a
They'll
backwards
get
mirror.
it. Yeah, they're good. They'll get it. Yeah, hold it like that. And then she's on that camera. I can do it. Hang on.
Come over. You're used to doing this.
I'm totally used to doing it. Watch.
Like you're always showing paintings, and I'm like,
Oh, you just had.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm pretty good at it.
There.
Okay.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
So anyways, they look like really pretty.
They're glamorous eggs.
And then you give it to the 4-year-olds. Just kidding. But I mean, it's very pretty. Just make sure you get rid of them before you eat them.
What?
But they're really for show anyway. So thanks for tuning in to the Crack of Dawn. I'm so excited. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for
And
having
thanks
us.
for Joni and Chris and Nate. We love it all, and we'll see you next time with Dan Ringgold, little Irish in it. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Riverview Apartments is Bristol's 2-time beautification award-winning residence community for adults age 55 and older. They offer 1 or 2-bedroom apartments with modern appliances, air conditioning, wall-to-wall carpet, and tiled floors. Both heat and hot water are included. Riverview also offers a wide range of activity rooms that include a billiard parlor and a spacious community room. It is handicap accessible with safe, secure parking for tenants and ample off-street parking for visitors. 860-940-6757 or riverviewbristol.com.